Did you ever just wanted to take the bus to do some chores, some shopping, maybe grab some lunch, and then you ended up on a 3-hour odyssey throughout the city? Well, it happened to me. Hey, I'm Johannes. I'm a German guy living in Mexico, discovering what's really important in my life, and you're here for the journey with me. So it started one day where I really just wanted to go to the tianguis, the local market, to grab some veggies, some fruits. The thing is, here with bus systems in Mexico, aside from the big lines or the bigger buses, subways and stuff, you can check them in and up. But the smaller buses, the peceros, they don't have that. They're not really on any public record. They just have like small signs in the front indicating roughly where they're going. Like, okay, I will go passing this supermarket. I will go to this street corner. That's okay if you already know really where the bus is going and you have a good understanding of your city and of that specific place in the city. If you don't, well, it's complicated. Also, you don't really know where the different buses will intersect and where you can change to a different bus to go a different direction. You will see why that is kind of complicated in a second. Because I knew the bus leaving my house or close to my house going close to the city center where I needed to go. That was no problem. I got off the bus, I did my shopping, and I had some lunch. I enjoyed my time. After a while, I wanted to go home because I had a backpack and a bag full of my veggies and fruits, and I wanted to head home. I was walking a couple blocks to where I left the bus earlier that day just to realize that's a one-way street. So I cannot take the bus the same way because it will not come back that one-way street. What do I do now? I had no idea where to get on the bus to get home. I was standing there, groceries in my hand. It was really hot, there was no shadow, and I had to make a decision. Either doing the easy route, calling an Uber, getting a ride home, super comfortable, fast. I will be home fresh, my vegetables, my fruits, put them in the fridge, cook something nice, go on with my day. Or two, I will go to an adventure and figure out how to get home with a bus. I did the second. I decided I'm going on the same bus I arrived in the station or in the point I got off in the one-way street, and just kept going. In my mind, I thought, well, surely it has to do a loop. It has to go back to my house eventually. Well, yeah, it did, but it took time. I went through the whole city I live in, leaving the city, going to an adjacent city. I mean, they're right next to each other, but still. Briefly stopping at the national bus station where you can go long distant bus rides to the city center of the adjacent city, to the very end of the adjacent city, and finally it turned around. But I took my phone, I opened Google Maps, and I looked at Google Maps almost the whole time, marking where I was going. Because I thought like, okay, I do not want this to be wasted. I want to kind of map out manually where this bus is going. And also, there was not much else I could do because I did not bring my headphones. Because I didn't figure I will be on this odyssey that day. So I had nothing else to do, either staring out the window or marking where I'm going. And also, let me tell you, a city bus is not meant to be on that long. It was really not comfortable after a while. And also, I felt like a total weirdo because people get on the bus, leave after a couple stops, And then there was me, sitting there, staring in my phone, staring at the window for hours. And guess where I ended up near the city center, where I really wanted to get on the bus but had no idea? It was just one city block south of where I left the bus and where I started this whole journey. I marked that on the map immediately. And then I knew, okay, from here, it's really just 20 minutes to my house. Halfway to my house, the bus driver stopped the bus and told everybody on the bus, and I felt, especially me, to get off the bus because now it's his break. So I did not only make almost the whole loop, I basically was on the bus for like a whole shift of this bus driver. So yeah, I got off the bus, took the one right behind us, finished my journey, arrived home, sweaty, tired, but also feeling really great, to be honest, because I did it. I used the public transportation in a different country without really knowing how it works. And that's the thing. Would I've used just an Uber, then it's almost like I would have teleported back home because I had no idea how everything connects. But now I do. And I feel so much more part of a community, so much more part of everyday life here in Mexico and in my city and in the area I live in, because I can now be like a normal person in a way. I can just use the public transportation. I can get around without relying to an Uber because I'm lost. That made me feel more free. It made me feel I accomplished something. I really try in my life now to try out new things, and I encourage you to do the same thing. That does not mean that you should go on a city bus and drive around for 3 hours. Not advocating that. But try something new. Go to your coffee shop and just order something different. Maybe not always the same. Don't do the croissant cappuccino thing. Yeah, it's delicious, but it's something you've done for like years. So try the wacky coffee order. Go to a different restaurant. Just leave the bus maybe a couple stops before you're actually there, if it's not too ugly there. And walk there. Figure out what your city's like. Figure out what everyday life can give you. Because I guarantee you, your life will feel less static. It will feel less boring. Because let's face it, normally you go to work, you come home, you have dinner, you go to sleep, you maybe watch some TikTok, and then you repeat the same again the next day. But if you just incorporate new things in your daily life that do not have to be huge, you will feel again the small wonders of life. You will feel that the day feels longer in a way, but in a good way, because you've incorporated new things. Like the small wonder of a child waiting for Christmas. That felt amazing. And let's incorporate that in our daily lives. So if you enjoyed this, I'm really happy because it means a lot for me to share these stories and to open up to you guys. Let's see each other again next week. Take care, have a wonderful day, and see you soon. Did you ever just wanted to take a bus to do some chores, to do some shopping, maybe get some lunch, and ended up